Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys today. It is big fight week. We got Xander Zayas. That video I just dropped now, so check out that video. The Xander Zayas video is live. Shout out. That's a piece right there. Hang on one second. Hang on one second. Give me 1 second. I need to do a couple of things here. I need to make a couple changes. I will get started in just a minute. We'll get started in just a second. And we are good to go. All right. It's a lot to get into. This Shakur, this Xander Zayas. It's just so many fights. I'm going to try to bring you guys as much content as I can. There was a question I was supposed to ask. I forgot. Does anyone remember? I said in my live stream, my immediate reaction live stream last night, there was a question I was supposed to ask. Does anyone remember what that question is? I don't remember what it is. I'm losing my brain here. I'm getting old, man. Getting old. What up, Railway? Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me get a couple of things up. We'll get started in just a second. Hang on. Give me 1 second. We'll get started in just a second. All right. Become a member. The link is pinned in the chat. You can also smash the join button. $5 a month. $5 a month gets you the access to the Discord. It gets you the live betting. It gets you the updated props. It gets you access to the Discord. It gets you a long-term parlay. It gets you the members only chat, the merch. It gets you all that for just $5 a month. Just $5 a month. So become a member today. Also become a Patreon. Link is in the description. It's in the chat. It's a million ways to become a Patreon. Like, share, and subscribe. Become a Patreon today. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. It gets you the lock of the week. It gets you the long-term parlay. It gets you access to the Discord. It gets you the updated props, the live betting. We get all that for just $5 a month. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. So become a member, become a Patreon, do all that stuff. Just $5 a month. Just $5 a month. I heard Misfits might get involved in Chisora and Wilder. Yeah, and is the winner of the fight going to fight that retard that that Andrew Tate fought? Is that what's going to happen? The winner of Chisora Wilder gets the winner of that Andrew Tate fight. Is that what's going to happen? What up, Giuseppe? What do we got here? Giuseppe Castro. What do we got? Strawberries? What we got there? All right. Yo, Gary, met a bunch of cool people last night. Raleigh, Morrell, Jared Anderson, Tiger, Harvey Doc. That's cool. Yeah. I met a lot of those people. I've met Raleigh, I've met Morrell. I've met all these guys. I don't know if I've met Harvey Doc. I've never met Jim Gray. I don't know if I met Harvey Doc. I may have. Peace to the Saints, Gary. Happy Sunday. God bless. God bless you too, Oscar. God bless my man. You guys join the Patreon. The heart robbery made me so sick. I would have been up $3,000 if they made the right decision. I had scored 8-2. Yeah, I had 7-3. I thought it was pretty clear. I thought it was pretty clear that I did a poll yesterday. 7% of the people thought Cole won that fight. So I mean, Hart clearly won the fight. It wasn't even particularly close. Clearly, he won the fight. Clearly, Hart won the fight. It wasn't close at all. You do. What, Chase the Boy? Is that the guy's name? The one that beat Andrew Tate in the Misfits fight? Is that the guy's name? It might be. That sounds right. This Wilder Chisora thing, I have no interest in. I mean, I'll watch it because, you know, I'm not going to bet on it because I don't know how to bet that fight. I'm not going to bet that fight, but we need to bounce back. Yesterday was a rough day with the Andy Cruz loss. I told you all not to touch that Khalil Cole fight. I told you all to stay away from that. Yeah, that's him. That's him. I told you I'll stay away from that that Khalil Cole fight. I didn't want anyone getting involved in that. We got Championship Sunday. We got the AFC NFC Championship games today. I got my Brooklyn Nets today. So this is going to be the only live stream, guys. So please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. We're going to get into everything. I'm going to pull up the book. I'm going to pull up DraftKings first, and we're going to look at pro boxing odds. If you guys have any questions, comments, super chats, hit me up with them. It's good to have everybody here. Expecting a little quieter show today. A little bit quieter show today. I'd be happy to come on the live whenever. By the way, posting the video got me confidence up to talk on you. Whenever you want to come on, real, let me know. You got me. Hit me up in the Discord. You want to come on and chop it up? We'll chop it up. Not today though, because I'm trying to make this quick today. I want to go watch the football games, but I'm just trying to make this quick. But let me know. You want to come on? We got a lot to talk about. This is a big fight week, so I'm going to try to give you guys as much content as I can. I'm going to go live every day. I'm going to try to do as many 2-a-days as I can. I'm going to try to bring you guys a breakdown every single day. I just dropped the Xander Zayas video. We'll take a look at it. We'll go through DraftKings. We'll see what I want to do next. What about Israel Madrimov fight? Not a bad performance. Madrimov's got a habit now of fighting down to his level of competition. He did it. We were talking about the Igbokwe fight, and then he gives – people thought he beat Terrence Crawford, you know. I don't know. Ooh, that's what I wanted to do. Who would win? Abdullah Mason? Is that how you spell it? Or all right, here's the poll question for the day. Who would win, Abdullah Mason, Raymond Moyataya? We had this debate yesterday. This is a great debate. Moyataya's performance was good. But Madrimov has a habit of fighting down to his level of opposition. He does. It wasn't a terrible performance. I mean, he won every round. Did he knock him down in that ninth round? He almost got a stoppage in that last round. It wasn't a great performance. It was good enough. I mean, it was lackluster, I would say. It was a C. I'd give him a C. I agree, 79. I thought Crawford clearly won a very close fight. A lot of people thought Madrimov won. If you go back, thank you for the super chat, Shells. Thank you for the $50. Good week for me. Won $5,000. Took under 1.5 knockdowns on the Cruz fight. Cheer up. We can win them all. We can't. You're still the best. Let's get rich this coming weekend. Thank you. Thank you for the shot of encouragement. $50. Thank you, Shell. Shout out to you, my dude. Shout out to you. Appreciate the super chat in a real way. Glad you had a good week. Appreciate that. I do. Let Mason get a few more fights in. That man Moyataya got a ton of experience. It's a tough one. You guys know I adore Abdullah Mason. Madrimov by decision was, yeah, a lot of people made money on that. Just my opinion. I thought Madrimov did better against Crawford than Canelo did. Oh, for sure. He for sure did. 100%. I don't even think that's debatable. I'm not sure Canelo won any rounds in that fight. Madrimov won a bunch. He didn't beat Crawford. Crawford clearly. I agree with 79 on this sentiment. Thank you. Thank you again for the $50 super chat, Shells. I greatly appreciate that. Good, because my voice is completely gone today. Surprised I didn't get thrown out But the other people, when the Hart decision happened, I was sitting in front of co-fans and they didn't think he won. He didn't win. He clearly lost. I mean, I was watching the fight with my wife and I just said to my wife, there's no way he won 5 rounds. Like they were talking about, could he get a draw? I'm like, there's no way. There's no 5 rounds he won. So we can't even get to a draw. If you gave him every single close round, you still don't get to a draw. So one of the judges had like 8-2. It was ridiculous. It was I disagreed with the Cruz decision. Okay, it's a close fight. It happens. The Colt thing was a travesty. The Colt thing was a robbery. No one thinks that. I mean, nobody thinks that. I think Mason can win right now, but 3 more fights, then he will win. I think Mason can win right now. He will. I got you. It's tough, man. Right now, it's tough. The thing is, though, I don't want to say they rushed him to a world title. He's one of the most uniquely gifted prospects, young fighters I've seen in years. But they rushed him to a title. Now he's got to fight everybody, and he's willing to do it. He ain't going to back down. He loves to fight. He loves to fight. He'll fight anybody, but now he has to. I'm sure he'll take an easy fight, tune up, and give him something in Cleveland. Let him make a homecoming fight in Cleveland. Let his brothers be on the card with them. And let him get a victory lap, but then he's got to get right into it. The only bet last night I hit was Majimov decision. All my parlays got chopped because of the Cruz fight. The only bet last night I hit was Majimov. Well, yeah, you got that. Yeah, the Cruz fight did me in too. My video will drop later today. Shout out to 79. Everyone like, share, and subscribe to 79's channel as well. Boxed in bet 79. I gave Canelo 3 rounds back. I think 3 is generous. Like 2 or 3 I can live with. He may have won none. Honestly, I think he won 1. 2 or 3 you could make an argument for 2 or 3. Beyond that, he didn't win more than 3 rounds in that fight. It was not competitive. He wasn't really even competitive in the fight. That co-fight was foul. It was bad, man. That was bad. Cruz won. I thought Cruz won. We did a poll yesterday. It was very close. It was like 42% said Cruz, 41% said Muay Thai, and then the other, whatever that 8-9%, whatever that was, said it was a draw. So it was very, very close. It was it was a close fight. I thought Cruz won, but they were close rounds. You could go the other. You could swing the other way. The Tim Cheatham scorecard of 10 rounds to 2 was, I mean, wow. What's really bad is I predicted the exact way Hart and Muay Thai would win if they won, and I still didn't hit on either. Well, you hit on Muay Thai, right? I mean, you hit on Muay Thai, didn't you? Yeah, they literally robbed our 3D brother and the real from a boatload of money, $250 on Hart by decision. That was, I mean, it was egregious. I don't even, it's just one of the decisions. It's so frustrating as a boxing fan when you watch a fight and everybody watching the fight on TV in the arena scores the fight one way. And then the only 3 people who matter score it the complete opposite way. It's like, God, you're not smarter than me, judges. You don't watch more boxing than me. You don't know what you're looking at any more than any of us do. And we all know Jesse Hart won that fight. It wasn't even that close. I don't even think you could get to a draw. They were talking about on the broadcast, it could be a draw. How? Give me 5. There's a 1-point deduction both ways, right? Okay, cool. Give me the 5 rounds. So that the point deductions cancel each other out. Give me the 5 rounds that Co won. Show them to me. Let's take a look at them together. Let's make a poll. Should Tim Cheatham and Max Kelvin need to be exiled from boxing? I'm going to start that in a minute. All right, that's more fun than this poll. We'll do this poll another time. I'm going to end this poll now. This is close. I'm going to end this poll. We're going to do this poll another time. I like King of Fitness's idea. Should Kellerman and Tim Cheatham be exiled from boxing? Is that how you spell his name? cheat him. Yes. No. Only Max. Only cheat him. All right, the poll is live. The poll is live. The poll is live. The other poll was fun. We're gonna do the other poll again. The other poll was gonna be good, but I like this one. Shout out King of Fitness. That's a good poll. I like that. You guys can vote. I'll save my opinion for the end. I don't like the contaminate parlays. Cruz smoked a heavy parlay for me though. Cruz cost a lot of people money yesterday. I thought Cruz was a safe lock. Majimov did super good against Crawford. He was drawing Crawford with more right hands. That take landed on his body than you mean Canelo. Oh, the take landed on his baby mama last night. Oh, I didn't see us going there. I lost my $25 guy. Huh? Sorry, bro. I lost my money. I'm in it with you guys. I lost my money last night too. Cruz never won. He was backing up all night. You fight going backwards. You need to clearly land the better punches. Why is that? I don't agree with that. If you land the cleaner shots, I thought he landed the cleaner shots in more of the rounds. I understand he was going backwards. And if I was him, I would have. Look, I'm not taking the shots from Muay Thai. I don't feel how strong he is, and maybe he's a lot stronger and a lot bigger hitter than I suspect. I don't know, but I'm not the one. I would have encouraged Cruz, who fights well off the front foot, to establish himself more and not run the whole time and not be off the back foot the whole time. I would have suggested he did that too. The poll came in 50-50. I say, yeah, Cruz didn't win. I'm tired of people thinking just because you come forward and throw punches, that means thank you, King. Thank you, King. Raymond said he didn't feel none of his punches. His eyes look crazy. Yeah. Look, this is not how you score a fight. But if you look at their faces at the end of the fight, who looked the worst for wear? And I'm not saying that Cruz won because of that. I'm not saying that. To say that Cruz's punches had no effect on him, look at Muay Thai's face. To quote Lennox Lewis, look at the state of the man's face. Look at the state of the man's face. No, I bet on Andy. I just said in my video that the avenue for Gray to win. Oh, okay, was to outvalue him and steal the late round, and he did because Andy didn't got inactive. Yeah, it's true. I'm running an Ortiz against Keyshawn. Bobsy, I thought he was landing the better, cleaner punches in the early and middle rounds, but in the late rounds, he looked a lot. He took a lot of his shots. I'm running Ortiz against Keyshawn and Kelly against Muay Thai in a long shot parlay. Oh, against Murder. Okay. Oh, Murder. Muay Thai. What are you talking about? Okay. I think they can both win. I don't see it. He likes the boxer. I like you consistently here, Deuce. You like the pure boxer. I don't agree with this, but, if you like it, run with it. It'll pay well. What's the total parlay odds on that? The reason this happens and judges keep people over is because there's no penalty and people forget. Yeah, no, I agree. I have no choice. The same judges going to fight in boxing. It's true. There's no consequences for bad actions. They should be fired, all of them. There's no reason Tim Cheatham should have hundreds of title fights on his resume. Why do we went through his resume yesterday. It's not good. It's not good. His resume is quite poor. It really is. Keyshawn by KO. What's it pay? Let's look it up. Let's get to the DraftKings book. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's pull it up real quick. Keyshawn at minus 600 is wild. That's wide. I do like the over 10.5. I do like that. Keyshawn by decision plus 110. Keyshawn by KO plus 135. Keyshawn by KO plus 135. This is a decent fight to bet. This is a decent fight to bet. Jermaine Ortiz KO plus 900. Jermaine Ortiz plus 800. To me, this is a good fight to bet. Keyshawn as a parlay piece, I think is a good piece. Over 10.5 rounds. I like the over 10.5. I do. This is going to be the next video I break down. I'm doing Keyshawn next. I am. So the Keyshawn by the stoppage is paying plus 135. Keyshawn by decision is paying plus 110. I think I like Keyshawn by decision, but I like the over 10.5 at minus 175, and I like Keyshawn as a parlay piece. I like Keyshawn on the money line as a parlay piece at minus 600. I'm confident Keyshawn wins the fight. Cruz fucked up with the limited activity late in the fight. He needed to take a page out of Crawford versus Canelo, laid it on heavy from round 10. I agree. I don't like how conservatively he fought. I don't. But I still think he won the fight. That's why I love Turkey, right? Riyadh cards, the same judges from all over the world there. Yeah, and that's how we got to do it. Moneyline parlay, Azim, Adames, Keyshawn Miller. Yeah, you can lock that up. I would lock that up, Julius. Yeah, for sure. Quite a few rounds were close. Muay Thai had more effective shots and better ring generalship. I would disagree on the ring. I think they both did what they wanted to do in the ring. I could see why you would say that, but I could also make the same argument for Cruz. I think Cruz, for the most of that fight, up until the last 2 rounds, did what he wanted to do. Cruz fought the fight he wanted to fight. He was the general in the ring in the same way that Muay Thai was. They were both effectively leading the command. They were just doing it differently. I like Muay Thai to stop Kelly. I do too. Morta to stop. I keep doing that. Kelly to start. Well, I think so too. I get what you're saying that Kelly will start well and then fade, and eventually he'll go right out of gas, and a murder is going to keep coming forward, and murder is going to murder him. I think so too. I like that bet. We're going to look at that in a minute. Ortiz on points is like plus 900, and Kelly on points is like plus 375. Plus, okay, make the bet. Make the bet. I wouldn't throw a lot on it, but make the bet. What's worse, Adelaide Bird single scorecard? Oh, the Adelaide Bird scorecard's bad. There are worse scorecards than that. Yesterday's 96-92 scorecard's clearly worse. Like, it's clearly worse. There are worse scorecards than 96-92 Bird. Canelo. Bird's card. There's worse scorecards than that. That's a terrible scorecard. Don't get me wrong. But there's worse cards than that. CJ Ross, 114 Canelo. Look, 114 is worse. There are worse scorecards than that. Just to look at a couple of them, like in epic fights that we remember. Jose Juan Gura, 118-110 Ray Leonard over Hagler. That's an atrocious scorecard. That's an atrocious scorecard. Paul Williams versus Arislande Lara. All 3 of these, Donald Givens, 116-114, Paul Williams over Lara. Horrible scorecard. CJ Ross, we talked about that. I mean, there are so many, like, just atrocious scorecards. I mean, you want an atrocious scorecard? Pacquiao versus Chris Algieri, I think is one of them. That's not what fight was it? My point is there's a ton of egregious scorecards, like a ton of egregious. Was it versus Provodnikov? Uh, 114, 112 for Trella and Shrek for Algeria. Those are terrible scorecards, like just atrocious scorecards. Like there are so many bad scorecards. Like there are a ton of egregious scorecards. It's one I'm thinking of in particular. Slipping my mind right now. It just comes to mind. That's egregiously bad. Oh, Oscar De La Hoya versus the 116, 110 scorecard in that fight is egregiously bad. Who was that? Dalby Shirley and Jerry Roth scored that fight 116, 110. That's egregiously. I mean, there are so many egregiously bad scorecards. There's so many. Muay Thai looks strong despite IBF. Yeah, he did. I wasn't too worried about that. I'm sorry, Gary. I jinxed your first lock of the week. Whenever I take it, it loses my bet. It's all good, Havlock. It's my fault. Ortiz on point is like plus 900. Okay, we just did that. Keyshawn ain't knocking out Ortiz. You guys are out of your minds. I like him by decision. I do like him by decision. News is Adames fight is off due to injuries. Keep me updated on that. Do you need a history lesson on Keyshawn Davis? Ortiz outboxed Tio and went to fight with Loma as close as Haney. Rams or Seahawks? I like the Rams on the money line, and I love the Broncos getting 5.5. So those are the two bets I would make. Remember when Nahir Albright beat Ortiz and they gave the fight to Ortiz? I do. But Albright is low-key underrated. Like, Albright's a very good fighter, by the way. I don't need a history. I like Shushu Carrington to get the stoppage and Adames stoppage. I don't know about Adames stoppage. Keyshawn had trouble with Albright, too. Albright's good. Albright is low-key very good. Gary, who do you think of so many boxers turning down a fight with Iglesias for the hundreds? It's telling. I haven't seen the list of fighters who turned down the 168-pound. Let me know. It's an interesting fight. Keyshawn by decision is a good bet, I think. I think so, too. Wasn't talking about that silver medal. I'm talking about him making Denise, who's a world champion, look like a bum. He's a good fighter. Keyshawn's a very good fighter. We can have opinions on Keyshawn. But Keyshawn's a very good fighter. Ring generalship to me is generally overrated. I mostly agree with this because most people say the aggressor is automatically the ring general. Yeah, and that's not true. Yeah, I agree. That is, the aggressor is not the general in the ring at all. All right. Bruce scorecard was 19 for Canelo and Triple G. It's not good. It's not good. It was not a good scorecard. There are worse scorecards than that. By the way, Tio is not as good as Keyshawn. He openly has ducked Keyshawn for years. I agree that Tio is not as good as Keyshawn. It was the Jeff Horn fight, guys. Is that the one I was looking at? Maybe. Distance parlay, Shakur versus Tio, Shu versus Castro. The only one I might question there is Shu versus Castro, but I think I like this parlay, Julius. Did you check out the Pro Box card? I haven't. We will look at that. I have not yet looked at it, though, Magic Kush. I like it, Julius. I'm ready for that floor. Yeah, I like that parlay. I would agree that her Hart and Co fight is the worst robbery in the last 5 or 6 years. And before that, I thought it was Macomb Barbosa was the worst. It's a good one. Thoughts on Shushu decision at minus 110. He's not a massive puncher and facing a Mexican who went distance with Neary and Fulton. seems short. No. Thoughts on Shushu decision at 110? It's not bad. He's not a massive puncher and facing a Mexican who went the distance with Neary and Fulton. Yeah, I think I like it. I think I like Shushu, but Shushu could give a spectacular performance and an amazing performance and knock him out. No, I like Shushu by decision. I think it's a good bet at even money, basically. Did anyone see Homie at the UFC fight? Wait, yeah, we talked about. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. Seahawks winning G, defense, and Stafford not healthy. To me, quarterback play in the NFL is so bad. Like there are 7 or 8 good quarterbacks in the league, and the rest of them are garbage. Darnold's in the middle. But there are 7 or 8 good, and the Rams have one. So you had such an advantage, in my opinion, because you're getting good quarterback play. You know, we look at quarterbacks like Darnold, and like I'll start with Stafford. Stafford was viewed as a good, not great quarterback, and now he's viewed as a Hall of Famer. That's one. Goff and Darnold were viewed as not very good, and now they're viewed as elite quarterbacks in the NFL. This isn't that they all got good at 30 years old. This is not that. They didn't all get good. It's the rest of the quarterbacks, the younger quarterbacks, all suck. They're all terrible. They don't know how to play the position, right? Like I've pointed this out many times. You don't see quarterbacks stepping up and moving around in the pocket. You don't see it anymore. You're going through their progressions in the pocket of protection, and then going through their progressions and making the right read. You don't see it anywhere. They all roll out and throw the ball away. So if you can step up into the pocket, read the pocket, read your receivers, and make the right read, like you're ahead of 90% of starting quarterbacks in the NFL. Like the great play that Caleb Williams made to put the game into overtime. He dropped back 40 yards. Why did you do that? It was a 14-yard pass that you made your life difficult. Why not just step up into the pocket and make it much easier throw? Why run backwards 40 yards? Munguia and Canelo both turned to Galatians. Okay. What's up, Jackson? What up, Jackson? You realize that these TCL guys are putting a belt to ass. You get Albright, Hart, and Santana being these guys like, yeah, I originally rolled my eyes at the TCL thing, but it's not anything to roll your eyes at. Everybody's sleeping on our teeth and overhyping Keyshawn so much, it's wild. All right. When you have performances like Keyshawn had, there's a reason to hype him. He literally has looked like young Crawford. I got Shakur by decision. Yeah. Keyshawn money line like that. Adam is I like this. I like this a lot, Jackson. That's a good one. Shakur going to lose because Tiafimo is going to come forward, throw at air. I don't see Shakur losing. Floyd would have lost in this era of boxing based on ignorant judges. Isaac Cruz is the best boxer ever. He comes. I like this take by King. I like this. I really don't think Tio is going to do that. I think he's going to take a page out of De La Santa's book and just mirror Shakur. That fight was 7-5 on the card. Maybe. I don't know what to expect from Keyshawn, but I do think Shakur wins the fight. I love the over. All right, let's kind of precap this. I'm just gonna touch on the bigger fights. I think Padley is a bet. I know a lot of you guys disagree. I think Murder is a bet here. I think that's a good bet. Azim, I love this. Azim, I think is a great parlay piece. Polanco, I'm not touching that minus 1,000. Santan, I'm not touching that minus 2,000. Carrington, I don't love this. I do like Carrington by decision. I think I don't have a problem with it. Carrington by decision, I may look at. I don't love the price. I think Castro's a real guy, I do think Shushu's going to win, but minus 900 is absurd. I like Adamez at minus 425, although I think the price there are probably better bets. Like Keyshawn at minus 600, I think is a better bet. Xander Zayas at minus 400 is a better bet. And the bet I like a lot, and when no one's talking about this, Xander Zayas by stoppage is plus 475. I'd say it's more likely than not that Zayas gets a stoppage. What the odds are telling me is that it's more likely that Xander Zayas loses than he gets a stoppage. Like significantly more likely. That's wild to me. So there's a lot of value here. On Zayas by KO. Plus 475. I'm personally going to throw a little bit of money on Zayas by KO. $100 makes me 475. I'm going to throw some money on that personally. Let's take the over on this. All right. We're going to work out a little parlay for you guys because I love y'all. Here's a far leg parlay that I'm going to lock in just for you guys. Here's your parlay right here. Azim moneyline, Keyshawn moneyline, Xander's moneyline over 10.5 on Shakur and Tio, over 10.5 on Shakur and Steve. Shakur Stevenson and Tio. Wow, say this 10 times best. Tio and Shakur over 10.5. Zayas, Keyshawn, Azim all on the money line. 4-pick parlay minus 125. I like this a lot. I like this quite a bit. You guys let me know what you think. 4-leg parlay minus 125. I'm going to make a note of this now. I like this parlay a lot. What do you guys think of this parlay? What do you guys think of this parlay? Azim fight is canceled? It's been canceled. That is gay. That is gay. Okay. All right. Well, let's take that off. Still 3-leg parlay at 156. Let's just leave it. 156. There you go. 3-leg parlay at 156. I would take this. Over on the Zayas and Keyshawn money line over 10.5 on T.O. and Shakur Stevenson minus 156. Still take it. Still take it. Got it. I am bigger on him than any fighter I've seen talent-wise other than Crawford. Keyshawn's very good. Keyshawn's very good. So I'm biased big time. All right. I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I will be back tomorrow. I'm gonna bring you guys another video tonight. A lot to get into. Big week. So that's a parlay I like a lot. Keyshawn Zayas money line over on Shakur. All right. I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. Let me check my poll. All right, so wow, this is overwhelming. So yes, exiling both of them is very popular. 68, 3/4 you guys think that Cheatham should be banned. 2/3 of you think that Kellerman should be banned. Only 8% of you think that neither guy should be banned. So I'm going to end this poll and I'm going to end the show in 10, 9, 8, ending the poll in 7, 6. Guys, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Ending the poll in 5, 4. Ending the poll in 3, 2. Ending the poll now. Ending the poll now. Everybody vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. See the final vote there. All right. All right. I'm going to end this now. I like this. Shakur decision. Adames moneyline. Xander moneyline. I like it. What would Adames fight off? I think there's a chance he stops Ammo. Adames fight. Azim is off. Azim is off. Adam Azim is off. Do people get free tickets to boxing or something? There was a guy in my row dressed in a dress who had a dog in his purse. I don't think he was. Yeah, sometimes what they do, real, is the high rollers. They'll give them tickets to stay, right? They want them to stay Saturday, so they'll give them a free ticket. Here, stay the extra night. Here's your room. Here's a free. Here's free tickets. Go to the fight, stay, and put the money back in the casinos, right? Someone said earlier Adonis fight is off. No, they said Azim. I don't know. All right, guys. I got to go. I got to run. January 25th, 2026, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.